Good evening, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Sorry I'm a few minutes late, but I have a 3-year-old, so he calls the shots. So we are going to be doing an energy pickup. I want to thank y'all all for, like I said again, waiting. I greatly appreciate it. Orange hair was prophetic. That's all I say. And again, we want to thank you to Ken for sending us these beautiful decks, which we will be using soon. I said, but being that we were doing a reading tonight that I really wanted to get a deep, in-depth, something that I knew right away when I saw it. I said, but this one is absolutely amazing. I know what was interesting about this one, Ken. It didn't have, I haven't seen a full card yet. It went straight to 1. It skipped 0. So that's the first time I've seen that. So she sent us those from the UK. So we want to thank her for sending our family those decks of cards so that we can go ahead and do readings in the future with them. So tonight, we are going to be reading all 3 of these people. Erin Robinson being one of them, Teddy Cobb, and then Cecily Aguilar. I'm assuming is how, like I said, they were all involved in Vanessa Guillen's passing and her murder. And so, or Guillen's passing and murder. Actually, let me turn my sound off on my phone. One second. I apologize. Okay. So, all right. Do y'all have anything that y'all would like to talk about before we get into the reading about these 3 individuals, their involvement, and how and what they were like? How? Because I don't really feel it was extremely planned. I don't. I think it was kind of like they kind of just did it. But I do think that there was things leading up to it, and I think it was kind of like a crime of passion type. They just kind of did it, sort of thing. So what is your put on the link for? Are you still on the Patreon? We're having class this weekend for the Patreon. Hi. I was wondering when someone was going to say something. I'm like, am I here? But no, I found a few things that I thought was interesting, and so I just kind of want to read it and see what we get from it, because it is very interesting, especially how Cobb came around and I think was pretty much used. I do have to agree with another TCT family member that there was somebody who I think that being Cobb was like kind of just used to dispose of the body. So I'll check my phone. It's buffering again. Are you kidding me? It shouldn't be doing anything wrong. Sorry, y'all. It's working. It's going to buffer every little bit now because it is 4th of July. So, I mean, there are people going to be on their phones and stuff. So, it will be buffering. The internet's going to be being used a lot. So, like I said, I'll keep open a chat box so that I can see what's being said. But, all right, here we go. All right. Hi, Karma Justice. How are you? And hi, Sunshine Thomas and Kathy. Dining Gypsy. I think it's starting to catch up now a little bit. I was just a few seconds behind. All right, so here we go. So I'm still going to leave it open anyways. But we're going to kind of start off like... I want to start off with Erin Robinson since he's the one that's passed and from the suicide. So, and obviously I don't know the depth of the relationship But from what I'm hearing is there was a bit of a relationship between the two. Again, I'm not sure, but we're going to see what comes out with the cards. So again, we're going to be putting down a Florida water. Hey, Jay. How are you, love? And I didn't make it in time to my post office today, y'all. Sorry. So I'm going to be there Monday. So happy 4th of July to you, Karma Justice. So like I said, we're just putting down, like I said again, a few envy breaking sprays and hexes and spells and secrets and all that kind of stuff, because obviously there's a lot of that going on there. I'm going to try to slide y'all back the furthest I can with knocking everything over, which I just did anyways. Sorry. Let me get this off of here. Is that I wasn't going to do a live, but then there was a few things that added up from what I had picked up in the readings to where I felt like I needed to do this. And I needed to find out who all the player was. Hi, Above and Beyond. How are you? Above and Beyond Ancestor Readings. They have started a channel, and it is they're about 700 so far family members, and they are being super supportive of our channel, always have been. So if you haven't checked them out, please hop over and subscribe to Above and Beyond Ancestor Readings. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it, as would I. And then hi, Michelle, and hello, Chief Wisdom. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I've liked your readings. You did very good. I liked your pendulum session. So we're going to do this again. We're going to start with Erin Robinson since he's not here. So I want to find out why. I still think, I don't know if she had a relationship with him or if he just tried to convince her to have a relationship with him. But I did take the romance cards out just in case, because it does show if there is any deceit done within a romance. So then again, we're going to do How the Tornado Alley, which again is going to cross anything that they try to lie about. So I do have a lot of cards out, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not sure which decks I'm going to be pulled to use yet. This is the new crystal we got. This is an Atlantis one. I think it's a Lamarian. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at remembering names, and I didn't write it down. But we're going to go ahead and start with the Legacy, actually, though, by Sarah Marchetti. So this is going to be on Erin. I said, because I want to know what was going on with this person, that they would do something like this to somebody. And again, she did have the fertility card show up a few times. Hey, Tara, how are you? And thank you, Jay, for dropping that link for her. I'm sure she greatly appreciated it. Again, Above and Beyond. If you haven't checked her out, check her out. It says y'all come in the room. If you can give it a thumbs up, we are doing a reading on all three of them. Erin Robinson, Teddy Cobb, and Cecily Aguilar. And so then we are trying to figure out what exactly was going through their minds when they did the things that they did to Vanessa Guillen. So like I said, we would like to know, I would like Erin to come in with his spirit guide since he has passed. Yes, they were. Your pendulum was much like mine. So that was very cool to watch. So, again, we're going to ask for his spirit guides to come with my spirit guides. Let us know what he was thinking the day that he brought her into that room to do that, what he did, what he was thinking when he was doing it, and what he was thinking when he committed suicide. He murdered her, but he committed suicide. So let's see. I'm good. Thank you, Karma Justice. So let's go ahead and see what Erin Robinson was thinking the day that, or if he was leading up. Let's say the days, weeks, and months leading up. Days, weeks, and months leading up, because I do think there was something going on before that. There was an injustice. The days, weeks, and months leading up. Again, the scales, this brings in an imbalance. Sometimes you can see with the pentacles, sometimes there is an imbalance with the scales. But it is showing whatever was going on within that legal system where they were, there was an imbalance and things were not right. This might have been why Krista, I believe Martinez, was the one that was going to also report the sexual harassment, but she happened to die in a car accident recently. Yeah, so Krista Martinez is an Army soldier who stated that started the Find Vanessa Guillen, and she also reported the sexual harassment, but she has died in a car accident now. So Erin, when he was doing this whole thing and planning it weeks, days, and months, and then when the day that he went into to the day that he went into the arms room and to do what he did, he came in and he tried to act like he wasn't being aggressive, but he was. If he wasn't, he would be in this way. But he was using his authority. He was using all of his weapons and swords that he had, and he was going to do what he needed to do to get what he wanted to get done, no matter how the energy went. So, hi, Lynn. How are you? And hi, Lady Grace. Let's go ahead and see how he is feeling now that he has passed over. And Vanessa is as well. So let's see how he feels now that he has to face Vanessa. He is feeling 2 of Wands in reverse, so he knows that he has to make a decision. He has to make a decision about what happened, and he is saying that there was 2 actions to be made, and it was something that he did, and he did move her, he did murder her, and then he did move her and do other things. So I think that he is saying that is something that he is thinking about at this moment. That is something that he is having to answer to at this moment for why he behaved that way, because he has justice in reverse still. So let's see why justice is in reverse for the days, weeks, and months leading up. Again, this is for Robinson because of the death cycle. Again, this came out yesterday. He was thinking of the death cycle. He was going to bring it in on her. He just didn't know how yet. So this is the day, weeks, and months leading up. So let's keep going. Why was he feeling the death cycle the days, weeks, and months leading up? It's in my community tab, Crystal. I posted it right before we started. It was a girl that she was friends with that started a GoFund or try to find her account. It's too many, please. Just one. And she just recently, from my knowledge, died in a car wreck. She's the one that's supposed to have started the fund for Vanessa. Or one of the funds. So with death in reverse, which means he was closing the cycle, he also had the Chariot in reverse. So which means this is the mother again of the zodiac. So this is like the 3rd or 4th time the mother has shown up for her. So again, I'm starting to feel more motherly energy for some reason of some sort, whether it stayed or didn't stay. There was something that somebody was thinking about a child of some sort. Why is the 5 of Swords here in reverse for the day that he murdered her? Why is the 5 of Swords here for the day that you murdered Vanessa? Why did you do it? Because of the 10 of Swords. Because he was ready to end the cycle of any type of mental pain, any type of mental anguish, anything that was weighing him down. So he decided to, again, use his authority, push it upon her, and get what he wanted, which was the 10 of Swords, which was to end something. So let's see what it is that he wanted to end. The 6 of Swords. He wanted to, and like I said, in the past, he wasn't moving forward until he got rid of her. So now that he had gotten rid of her, he did do that. He used, again, more authority, people that worked with him to move her. Like I said, now I don't think the girl worked with him, but again, to my knowledge, Cobb did. So, and then when they did that, he brought Cobb in, who came in as the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this was somebody who came in to make the action happen, make the movement happen. So not only were they moving forward with the boat, but they were moving forward with a negative energy to help them do so. So let's go ahead and see why the 2 of Wands is here for how it is now for Robinson, where he is. He is the Lovers in reverse. Or, I'm sorry, the Emperor in reverse. So again, this was the last reading. So again, he made the wrong decision. He tried to run this as it was his own empire. He thought he could treat people how he wanted. He could not treat people how he wanted. And now it's come back on him, and now he is gone. So let's go ahead and see about that. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. There's no more conflict. So he did it so that he was basically kind of took the easy way out, so he didn't have to deal with the killing of Vanessa at all whatsoever. So he let everybody kind of else take the fall, so he didn't have to do nothing. Let's go ahead and do the steampunk tarot now for him. He was always a coward. But yeah, definitely in the end, he was more of a coward. I don't even think, again, I know I spoke to someone else about it a little bit recently today, but I don't think he was even that, like, I think at first he really just tried to use her, and then I think he started kind of liking her, and then maybe that girl, because last night we got for her the Who Am I and Queen of the World, and it looked like Vanessa. So I kind of feel like at some point she became obsessed with Vanessa, or what if she wasn't obsessed with her before. So let's go ahead and see why justice is in reverse for the weeks, days, and months leading up to him planning her passing. So again, here's the Pisces card coming out. This is the third or fourth time now. So, but it is in reverse. So he was saying he was pretending to conform even though he was acting unjustified and he knew he was about to murder her. Then you have death in reverse. So let's see why that would be that way for him. I mean, we know that he wanted to do it, but let's see why. So you have the Six of Pentacles again. They wanted to put down, this came out last time with the death cycle in reverse. It came near it. It was the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So therefore, they felt there was no equal give and take in the earthly realm. If they let this person continue on living, that they were going to lose their equal give and take. So they chose not to. They chose to remove the problem in their mind. That was going to slow down their moving forward or whatever was going on. There's a lot of water. Somebody's a water sign, or at least I don't know if I heard somewhere that they might have found her near a river. I don't know, but there's a lot of water. So with the Five of Swords in reverse, they were trying to have a brand new start with the stars. While you see them sitting on the crescent moon staring down at the world because they want a brand new beginning with it. Like I said, and then there was the Three of Wands. So this is him waiting for three other, it's him and his two friends waiting for this to come in so they can, basically do what it is that he wanted to do to Vanessa. I don't know if he planned to bring the girl in later, but I think because she was already kind of a part of what was going on, he just threw her in the end. It was somebody he could call that already knew what he was doing wrong. So the Ten of Swords, he wanted to put an end to the cycle of the mental, anguish and the mental anxiety. So he had the Seven of Cups. He wanted to dump it out, and he thought if he dumped it out, the best way to do that would be murder her. Now, if you look in the cups, there's things again like the fish. Here's Pisces again. We keep getting Pisces. There's also snakes and dragons and other things like that. So he was trying to dump those cups out. He didn't want it no more. He wanted to move forward with the Six of Swords and also with the Knight of Wands, the person that stepped in to help move her body, which would have been Cobb. As soon as y'all come into the room, if you can give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. That way, if anybody is interested in this conversation, then they have information, they could help us in case we are missing anything. So, and that way you can help us find Vanessa. We'd greatly appreciate, well, not find Vanessa, but help find more answers to what happened to Vanessa. So we greatly appreciate it. So with these Six of Swords moving forward with the Knight of Wands, like I said, you have the Strength card. So whenever they did this, they felt they were gaining strength by moving forward and basically doing it. And I don't know if they moved her. I think they moved her in the afternoon, but they could have moved her at night. I know they moved her twice. So, but they're saying that they moved her, and she's just saying that whenever they did that and they brought in that person to help, they felt that it was bringing in strength. Oh, thank you, Elaine. How are you? So let's see. let's go ahead and see why the Chariot's here, because the Six of Wands. So whoever did this, they did still feel victorious. Even if they got caught or not wasn't the point. The point was they wanted to get rid of her. She was upsetting them. She wasn't doing what they wanted. She wasn't behaving as they wanted. So basically they wanted to move forward away from her, or they wanted her energy to stop. They didn't like that they felt that she was going to get this victory by telling on their behavior. So she had the choice with the Two of Wands to do so. I said, and so did he. So let's see what the Two of Wands want wherever he passed, which I would think to choose whether to kill himself or not. He is saying now he feels that he is out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. So now that he has made the choice to go ahead and commit suicide, he is not moving forward where he is, and he is not in the earthly realm. So he has no clue where he is and what to do. Why is the Emperor here in reverse? Because of the Knight of Cups. So this would be, again, whoever would be a water sign, but it could just be a cup of emotion. So with someone coming in the Emperor in reverse, he is saying that maybe he was coming towards her as the Emperor in reverse, pretending that he wanted a relationship with her, but he was only doing it because somebody told him to. Because there is a Five of Wands underneath it in reverse, so there was fighting and conflict about it. But it came to an end, of course, after he passed, because he had no temperance. So after he passed, there was no temperance. So there was no balance between actions nor emotions. So that is why he killed himself. He could not he couldn't take jail or wherever they put you, prison, jail, whatever he would have been in. I know there's different facilities for different things. One second, y'all. Mix my cards up. All right. So that was Erin Robinson's reading, son. So basically, he knew exactly what he was doing. He planned it with his girlfriend. They did plan and set her up. It wasn't an accident, obviously. I do think that it went a little bit further than what it was supposed to go a little bit. So that could be the reason why that ended up happening. But and I think that's why he did shoot himself. And he didn't want to have to deal with that. But he did use her for money from what I understand. And then again, letters that she had given out are supposed to be letters that are used for spanning trees, I believe. And protocols, and that was something that one of the victims named, or someone who's related to the case named Brandon did. So, again, I'd have to look into that further, but I do know that someone had said that the numbers connected somehow that she gave out to active spanning trees and protocols, whatever that would be. I'm not familiar. So, but hi, Rosie, how are you? So, hey, TT. So already did Erin. So let's go ahead and move on to Teddy and see what his deal is and why he came in and helped and did what he did. Do y'all have any questions before we move on? I'm just going to do all the oracles at the end because there's so many people. 3 people. I said, as y'all come to the chat room, if you can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if y'all have not hit the subscribe bar yet and the notification bell, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would. Like I said, I do true crime readings like this all the time in real time. And then I also upload videos. And then do mini reading or general readings whenever, about once or twice a week. So if you're not subscribed, if you can hit the subscribe bar over here and the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate it. And then everything's in my about section if you're interested. Hey, Lainey. So now we're moving on to Teddy. We're going to find out what his deal is. What he knew weeks, days, and months leading up to it. Because I'd kind of heard he also did have a relationship a bit with possibly with Aguilar, Cecily. So let's see. I hope you do too, Rosie. So again, we're going to do ask one more time for Teddy's spirit guides to come with mine, source, our archangels, and anybody else that will let us know what happened that day, along with everybody else's. So what happened the days, weeks, and months leading up? So basically, he kind of knew what was going to go on a little bit because the magician is in reverse. So that means he was playing. This can be represent Virgo, which is Virgo and Gemini, which is Mercury communication. So I do think he was communicating with them that this could possibly happen and that he was agreeing that he could possibly help them. Let's see how he feels with the day of the murder. Yeah, so he comes again in the night of the night is higher, but he comes in the Knight of Swords. I still think this is the other person though. And this is more like kind of him coming in as the Knight of Cups to kind of take away the youth and the the youth and abundance that Vanessa had. He didn't really care about the situation. He was just trying to make things better for himself. So let's see how that is not for himself, but help his friend. So let's see how that is in the future. Yeah, because in the past, we've had the King of Swords. Now, this is actually Cecily's sign. She's a Gemini. I know there were some other ones. I think Cobb was like a water sign or a Pisces. And then I didn't see what Erin was, and I didn't see what Vanessa was. But I do want to say this for sure is Cecily's sign. Now, it is in reverse. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. They can take on whatever energy they want. But they are showing... with Teddy Cobbs, he did feel like almost like I heard he had a relationship with her, so maybe he felt like he would have liked to have had a relationship with her. So maybe he felt like if he did what she asked, then maybe in the future they could get together if things went out all right. I don't know. Her booking date, her birthday said March. That's not a Leo, but I would have to look it up again. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, so basically the days leading up to the days, weeks, or months leading up to the passing of Vanessa, Teddy Cobb had a communication with the magician in reverse about kind of manipulating the earthly realm, things they should do to possibly dispose of her. And he was saying that he was going to lay down the burden of her. He felt that she might have been battering kind of like mentally and physically kind of taking I'm sure the guy Robinson told him all these like stories of woe, so it seems like he felt like he was doing him a favor in a way. I don't know. Tomorrow. Anyway, so we have the Knight of Swords and then the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, or did I say the Six of Cups? Yes, the Eight of Cups. So it's the Knight of Swords. So whoever this was, they weren't ready to walk away. They didn't want that person to walk away. So emotionally either. So they came in with not only their thoughts, but their emotions again and tried to ruin it. And they did it with the High Priestess. So they're playing in the dark and the light. And this is going to represent Pisces. This is when they can be on their dark side if you stay there too long. So they're saying, again, the Pisces is coming out again very strongly. Why is the King of Swords here for the future? The Knight of Cups in reverse. So the King of Swords is coming out in the future as the Knight of Cups in reverse. So they came to her aggressively in the earthly realm, and it was kind of like they acted like they were going to give her an offer, but the offer was no good. And it came in very slow. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. Teddy is the person that helped dispose of Vanessa's body from the arms room. But that was it. So let's go ahead and see the Nine of Wands in reverse. for the recent past. So yeah, they put hard work into this. So this was something they did kind of plan. And again, it has more pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn within the earthly realm. So they were trying to make this a plan that they thought would maybe possibly work if it needed to, but I don't think they wanted to implement it unless they had to. So let's go ahead and see what the High Priestess is here. Again, the Pisces again is showing up. So there is a very much water, somebody's water, or there was a lot of water involved in somewhat way. But it's the Hangman reverse they're saying with the High Priestess, which is also a water sign, Pisces, and this is Pisces. It is saying that they felt that they knew they weren't conforming. They knew what they did to her was not okay. They knew how they disposed of her and what they did to her was not right. So that is when Teddy came in. He kind of handled it the best with his friend the way that he felt he should have, and then he moved on from the situation. But he still carries the Knight of Coins energy where he's defensive about it. Almost like he's making it sound as if she did certain things to him or something. Strength is in reverse. So right now he's not feeling strong where he is. He is behind bars, so that is where he is. So he's not feeling as strong as he normally would. Yeah. So that would be like the Strength and the Wands. And thank you for filling that in on us, or filling us in on that. Let me see. Okay. So we got 2 air, or 1 air and 2 fires. All right, so let's go ahead and get clarification for Teddy's. Yeah, there's a bunch of fireworks here right now. I live on a tourist town, so it's going nuts. I think I posted his picture. I'm not sure. If I didn't, I'll see if I can. Yeah, I mean, I like the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore to go with it, the Legacy or anything like that, because it kind of shows the darker side of it. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify then. So this is going to be, again, for Teddy Cobb. We're going to find out what his involvement was, how long he knew about it, and then how he feels about it now and where he is the day of. So we have the Magician, so he did know about it. He did talk to them about it. And it's the 10 of Wands. So he talked to them about putting it into a certain situation. As you see, it is a woman. She's more blonde than anything, but I don't think that really matters. Like I said, again, it is a woman's energy. So it is saying they were putting an end to a woman's energy. So that would have been Vanessa's energy, because I do feel like he felt whatever this guy told him, he made him feel that she had done something to disrupt the home or something like that. So why is Nine of Swords in reverse and then the 8 of Cups here in reverse? Because of the 5 Pentacles. So he felt that if he didn't come forward and help, and whether it be harsh or not, that maybe this guy would emotionally walk away from him friend-wise, and that would leave him out in the cold, or maybe he felt like he would be outed about certain things that he didn't want people to know about. Nine of Swords is here in reverse. King of Swords. But the King of Swords is here in reverse and upright. So this is for Teddy Cobb. So this is how he feels now. I mean, Yeah, this is how he feels now. So he's saying where he is, he does feel like he has lost his power as far as like any legal system. At the same time, he still feels like he might have a little bit of pull. So that he might be able to pull it off and get away with it. But he's not. So let's go ahead and see what the Nine of Wands is here for. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this shows the three of them putting down the Nine of Wands with something very negative. Now, if it was upright, it would be like a well-oiled machine running properly. But the three of them planned this, and it shows with the Eight of Coins that they did. Again, Earth is going to be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They're showing that they planned it very much and that they were ready to go ahead and put down the Nine of Wands on that person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, and those were the energies that were ready to put down that energy. So the Eight of Coins. They basically brought in the Tower. So the Tower kind of exploded, blew everything up. So they knew exactly what they were doing. It was, you know, it came to a point where it was like, if it needs to be done, we'll do it. Like, so it wasn't like it was something they weren't willing to do. So why is the High Priestess here? The High Priestess is here for Teddy Cobb's, the day that she passed. Now, I kind of feel like this is going to be more of the woman's energy because she's coming in as the Page of Swords in reverse. Now, the Page of Swords in reverse, on most cards, it's usually a man. But when they come in, they're between their 20s and 30s. They come in very quick. They use their swords. The swords are to cut. They are to harm. And so I do feel like, for whatever reason, I do feel she was very obsessed with her. I do. Let's see why the Hangman is here in reverse, representing Pisces. Yeah, she did it for love. So that's exactly what she did it for. So she did things out of the ordinary for love. Or he did. He did things out of the ordinary for their love. He knew it wasn't right. But again, it's almost like he justified it for some reason. Why is the Knight of Coins here? King of Pentacles in reverse. So right now, not only does he feel the King of Swords in reverse and upright, he feels the King of Pentacles in reverse. So he feels like he's been taken away from all of his earthly, his items, his earthly belongings, anything that's abundant. As you look at the book on the shelf upright, it does show where he has those things with the book with the pentacle on it. When it's in reverse, it's almost like it's being taken away from him. It doesn't mean as much. It's almost like he doesn't know what he's doing. Why is Strength here? She's saying she lost her strength because of Cecily. This could represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Cecily stepped in and was ready to take the strength away from her by ending her life. So that is going to be what that spread is going to be about for Teddy. And then we will move on to Cecily. And that'll be the last one. And then we'll do some oracles. Do y'all have any questions so far? As soon as y'all come in, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. So that way, if there's anybody looking for this chat, they can go ahead and find it as well. And they can give us some information that we might not have or vice versa. Like I said, it also helps us show Vanessa some support. It is like holding a candlelight vigil a bit. So it does show them that we are pulling their energy in to try to help to find them or find answers for them. So, again, if you are coming in, I greatly appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying the live chat, if you can hit the subscribe bar and notification bell, I greatly appreciate that also. So let's go ahead. Did you, Tim? All right, so now we're going to go to Cecily. She's the last one. And then we'll discuss the spread. I don't think they're going to be able to cover it up much longer. That's the point. Let's go ahead and do Cecily. Let's see what she was thinking the days, weeks, months leading up, what she was thinking the day when she found out about it, what she was thinking when she did everything she did, and then what she thinks about it now that she's sitting in jail. So we're going to find out what she was planning the days, weeks, and months leading up to the passing of Vanessa. She was feeling 9 of Cups-ish. So she was feeling like overabundant. Again, this is a card that comes up for her a lot. So she was feeling that there was, if she got a hold of whatever it was that Vanessa had, that she would be abundant and she would feel as abundant as she felt Vanessa did. Again, I feel a very strong jealous vibe coming off of her against Vanessa. I don't know how well they knew each other again, but oh, sorry, I forgot it was like 4th of July for a second. I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, Tim Miller is awesome. Sorry, I'm trying to keep with the chat the best I can. Too many. How she felt the day that she found out she was murdered in this movie. She didn't really feel bad about it. Again, this is her coming in as the Page of Swords. This is also a card that comes up a lot. This is going to be her sign again. Swords represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like I said, so when she was called in to help do this, she was almost kind of ready to. Let's find out how she feels now. Now she feels justice has been done. I think she felt that Vanessa was her competition and she no longer has her, so I don't think she cares that she's behind bars. There was something going on highly between her in her own mind with Vanessa, I feel, as far as a jealousy thing or a relationship thing. So let's go ahead and see why the 9 of Cups is here for how she felt the days, weeks, and months leading up to what Vanessa would offer. The King of Cups. So I think there was a certain point when I think she employed, again, I think Angela is here still. We talked about, I do think that she was aware that Robinson was off and on and getting some things from Vanessa at some point. Oh, Vanessa's Libra. Okay, yeah, well, there's a lot of air here. A lot. So far, 2 of them on the board out of the 4 are air, and so was a lot of the last one. I thought Cecily was a Gemini. I must have read it wrong whenever you wrote it the first time. Yeah, they're both air signs, so that's why a lot of it's coming out. So let's see what the Page of Swords is here. Yeah, there's a lot of fireworks, sorry. Why is, yeah, he did. He travels a lot of places, Tim does. So again, here's the Empress card. So this is the 4th time it's come up. So I don't know. With the Page of Swords in reverse for the day that she helped murder her, I don't know if if Vanessa might have possibly been pregnant, lost a baby, or might have just possibly been. Like, it wasn't 100% confirmed. But I do think it kind of made her mad. So I think that's why she feels justified in her behavior now. Because she's got a lot of Empress cards coming up in children cards. And, like, mother cards. Yeah, she feels that she brought temperance in with justice with what she did. So, again, this is the actions and emotions. So she feels like the actions that she took upon Vanessa were completely justified in the emotions. And she's showing, again, with the Page of Wands, which is who's going to be that? Erin and Teddy. They're both, I want to say, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If I get that wrong, you can go ahead and correct it. But they are both there, as she is saying that she kind of both got them to help her get rid of her and get her out of the way. So why is the King of Cups here? Because the 10 of Coins, so they were ready to end. This is a happy home. So they wanted a happy home. And I think this is more Cecily wanting the happy home with Erin. And she felt that at first it was all fun and games with taking advantage of Vanessa, but it didn't turn out that way in the end because he started to have feelings for her. So she felt that Vanessa, with being the Empress in reverse, was starting to take too much from her and that she was spoiling the harvest. It didn't end up the way it was supposed to with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So when it's upright, it's like abundant. You see them, they're full, they're nice. So when it's reversed, it looks like they've gone bad or they're very small. Now, with the 3 of Wands, again, this is the day that they passed. This is the 3 of them. This is going to be Cobb, her, and Robinson coming in and waiting for the ship to come in on Vanessa so they could execute the plan. Why is Temperance here with the Page of Wands? Because, again, she's not sorry. She feels that she is the emperor and she runs the realm and what she did was completely okay and fine. So she's not sorry for what she did. So she was jealous of her very much. You can tell. She didn't like anything like about her. Like she was just so jealous it made her sick. Let me see real quick. Some of the cards are flipped. All right, so we're going to use the Steampunk Tarot again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was a past of some sort. I don't think it was like heavy, like they dated and things weren't going to end or anything, but there was a past of some sort. So let's go ahead and see, because the 9 of Cups is here and the 10 of Coins. Like I said, and she wanted there to be a happiness in their home, but she felt like Vanessa was messing it up. But I feel like she brought Vanessa in. Like she obsessed over Vanessa. So yeah, with the 9 of Cups in the recent past, she was in Emperor energy in reverse. The Emperor energy is still here right now in the future. So how she feels now. So in the past, she felt that she didn't have the Emperor energy because of Vanessa. So now she feels like by taking her out of the picture, she does have it. So again, she does not regret what she did at all. Why is the Page of Swords here? 7 of Pentacles. They figured by getting rid of Vanessa that they would have a brand new start and freedom with independence. There would be more abundance, more, opportunities, things like that. Because for some reason, this Empress card keeps showing up and it's in reverse. So let's see why. Why is the Empress card in reverse? Was she pregnant? Was she not? Death. So whether she was pregnant or not, her womanly, like the fertility and the woman energy that she carried is what started the death cycle for her. So somebody was jealous of that. They didn't like it, and they were going to make sure that they stopped it. Why is the 7 of Coins here with the 3 of Wands in reverse? All right, so again, now we have the Hermit. So after when she had already passed, they were disposing of her. They did try to act like they had been home, and they when they asked her, well, why did he call you so late? Things like that. They tried to act like they didn't really do anything wrong. They were kind of just hanging out at home and they didn't go anywhere. But the Hierophant is over the 3 of Wands, waiting for the ship to come in that they were waiting to go ahead and execute the plan on. Vanessa saying that is not true. I am sourced. I saw everything. You're lying. This is the all-knowing. So let's go ahead and do the recent past, how she felt with the King of Cups in reverse. This would have been his energy towards Vanessa, her Robinson's. The Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, she did feel like he started to give her too many things in the earthly realm that she didn't like. It was supposed to be him taking things from her, not him giving her things. But he still did, you know, she still did give to him, but not as much as it was supposed to be. The Five of Cups. So yeah, she felt like their happy home was broken because this girl, she said, you know, in her mind, Vanessa came in, and Vanessa basically trumped her, and she couldn't stand that. So let's go ahead and clarify the last row for Justice, how she feels now. She feels justified for the passing of Vanessa and how she did it. Why? Because she felt that Vanessa gave her the Eight of Wands energy. So she felt like Vanessa was going to come out with a lot of information. Again, this is the second time now that cards came out and give information that she doesn't want people to know. So why is Temperance here with the Page of Wands? Because of the Queen of Wands. So again, this is going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't matter if it's male or female. We're all male and female. We'd carry masculine and feminine. They're saying that whoever's temperance was out of reverse, or whoever's temperance was not balanced or was trying to be balanced, which was hers. And it was trying to be balanced because of the relationship she had with Teddy and Erin. She is saying that she was trying to take on the energy to try to match their energies with the Queen of Wands. Now, the Emperor, again, is a fire sign, so that's an Aries. So it's going to probably be Teddy's sign, too. So I think she let Teddy think they were going to have a brand new beginning with the sun. But she had no intention in doing so. As you see, that there's a clock here, and it's ticking above the swords. So as soon as the clock drops, it's going to drop all of the swords on top of him. So she kind of they used him. Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards, and then we'll see what y'all got to say about it. We are hitting about an hour. Do y'all have any questions? All right, so we're going to use the, actually, this is a brand new deck I'm using. I was going to unbox it, but I decided to kind of just go ahead and open it. It's going to be the Ellie Quay Oracle. So we're going to use that card to see what kind of energy was around her, or what energy she has that she would like to give off. Okay. Thank you, Bubbion. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for everyone who's in the room. And thank you for all y'all's support by hitting the like and the thumbs up and the subscribe bar. I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see what cards she has to give out. All right, she gave out one. It's Colette. She who nurtures empathy, gentleness, and insight. So she is saying this about herself. So she was also saying that she possesses empathy, gentleness, and insight. So that is something she possesses as she has been on planet Earth, and that's something she is still working on where she is. Then we're going to move on to the next Oracle deck. And this is going to be the Oracle of Souls. The reason I chose this one is because it's going to be for the three of them since they are twisted. So I'm trying to get a little bit more of an insight on what energy they might be trying to bring in or what energy they were bringing in. All right, we went ahead and did 3. And I feel like this is going to be Cecily because it's Lilith, the tree of life, hunger, animalism, and instinct. So basically, that is how she treated Vanessa. So she felt like she had the right to do those things and be animalistic and chase out her own hunger and instinctually do what she wanted. So the keeper of whispers, the mad prophet, curiosity, madness, and forbidden knowledge. I think this is the forbidden knowledge that we're going to have from the person who shot themselves. Now this is the traveler, and this is kind of what Cobb did. Keeper of the crossroads. He was the keeper of the crossroads because he knew the answers. Relentlessness, independence, and appraisal. So he's going to be relentless about his situation. He is going to show his independence from the situation, and he is going to appraise the fact that, or try to be appraised by the fact that he might try to even play that he didn't know anything about what was in the box. He just was called there to do so, and that's what he did. So now we're going to do the dark mirror. All right, 3 again pop out. So again, I'm going to say this is going to be 3 of them. So I would say this is going to be her blinded to the pain. So she caused her pain and she does not care. So she is basically where she is. Cecily, she does not care. She does not make feel bad that she left Vanessa in the condition she did. As you look at it, she actually has flies. It's not a necklace. So she does not care. She's blindfolded and she has an artificial heart. So she is saying that Cecily has an artificial heart. She is not real. And that she and the rest of them are parasites. That is how she looks at them. So now we're going to get the Kipper deck, and that's going to give us a little bit more information about who was involved. And then we're almost done. We have about 1 more deck left. Again, we have child. This is what I keep saying. I think she might have possibly thought she was pregnant, been pregnant, or lost it early. Because you have a mature woman. So this would, I know she was in her 20s, but there is a mature woman involved. So she could have maybe not only confided in somebody about that, but maybe she was trying to make the right decision because of the child. There's a child that keeps showing up. This is the second time a child card showed up for her. And she's saying adjudication. So I do feel like maybe she wasn't, I don't know. Again, I would have to do a reading to see if maybe she was pregnant at the time. But I don't know if she was or wasn't or lost it. But it's saying adjudication. So you're going before the courts. So this could also be representing to, whenever she was saying that she was going to go ahead and make the claim about the harassment, the sexual harassment, just like Krista Martinez did, and now Krista Martinez has passed too. So they're showing concern with the situation. She is saying that the more that comes out, the more things might happen. So she is saying to be very well aware of that. So don't be completely shocked if more things start happening and people passing because they know certain things. Good night, Michelle. I started an angel answer. She said big happy changes are coming. No, my cards are backwards now. Basically going to ask her about all three of them, what she thinks of them, what's going to happen, and all right, she's got recovery again, and she's had that before too. And helpful people. So she said they're going to be helpful people that are going to help during the recovery. So that is what's going to be happening. And then it also says, ask your angels for the big happy. Here's big happy changes again. And she is saying, yes, there will be big happy changes. So that is what's going to, well, this one says ask your angels, but big happy changes. So she gave that card out twice during the shuffle. So that will be the last, actually, of all the cards. So does anybody have any questions that y'all would like to ask before I get ready to sign out for tonight? I do have a couple of personals to work on, a couple other cases. But I want to make sure that if y'all have any questions, that they are all answered before we sign out. Thank you, Above and Beyond Ancestor Readings. And I like your readings as well. They're very good. Just if I haven't checked her out again, hop over and subscribe. She's got very good content. What was that, Jay? You're welcome. I hope I gave you all a little bit of insight as to everybody's role in it. I said because basically Robinson, obviously we know what his role is, and then he called Cobb in to help him finish it, and then later on, Cecily and Robinson finished the complete thing together, and then Robinson shot himself like a coward, and then now they are where they are, the other two. And then Vanessa and Robinson are both passed now. So is that right, Angela? Good night, Catherine. Good night, Tara. And I said thank y'all for joining me for the reading. So again, I said I hope I gave y'all a bit of insight about what was going on during it. Like I said, because again, Cobb wasn't there past that certain point. Did they, Ken? I didn't see that. I'll check into it. I know there was a lot of claims of sexual harassment. I do know that. So I'm saying, it's an unbelievable amount of claims. So that's why they have a whole department for it. But like I said, they said the problem is that they assigned really low-ranked officers to those positions. So people don't usually, I don't want to say it's not taken seriously, but kind of a little bit. It's like if just say you happen to know the guy, they're not going to get him in trouble, even though they should, but they don't. So, okay, welcome everybody. Y'all come in the room. We're getting ready to sign out. I want to thank y'all for coming in the room. But as soon as the video uploads, you will be able to watch it. I just wonder if anybody else has any questions before I get ready to sign out. Oh, and I emailed you back, Show, 2 days ago, I think now. Or maybe early this morning. Not really sure. But I did email you back. So. Thank you, Angela. I greatly appreciate that. I kind of feel like she is, Jay. I think she's doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking. You know what I mean? If you look at that affidavit, like, it's like Chris Watt style talking. Like, damn, dude, shut up for a little while. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you at least call a lawyer first? So I kind of feel like that's how they're looking at her. You know, she just won't shut up. She keeps running her mouth. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm sure it is a reason why. Sorry, y'all. I'm like cleaning up at the same time. My Virgo can't help it. But do y'all have any more questions about any of the reading or any other little kind of tidbit of facts or information that we might have gotten about them or that we didn't discuss tonight in the chat that y'all would like to include before we sign out? Once again, I apologize for the fireworks, but it is the 4th of July, and I do live on a tourist town, so it's loud as heck here. That's what I thought, Angela. Kind of like how Valo and I think Daybell are going to put everything on Alex to get out of it. I think that's what she's going to do. She's going to put everything on Erin to get out of it. Oh no, they didn't at all. As I said, it was more like a crime of passion thing. It's like I feel like something happened not only with the money, but she keeps getting the Empress card and Mother card. So I don't know if maybe she thought she was pregnant or they thought she was pregnant, but they thought the best way to get rid of it was to go ahead and just do what they did. So that's what I'm saying. That's kind of where I'm getting that energy from. But again, it's only an energy. It doesn't necessarily mean it's like fact or anything. You know what I mean? You would have to wait for an autopsy to really confirm whether that was happening or not happening. Good night, Tara. And I said, I'm sorry to make it to the post office today, but I will be making it there this week, I promise. And then we still have the other pendulum coming in to give away. This one is not it. It's going to be this one. It's a Miriam Jasper. So this will be the pendulum we're giving away. So if you're interested, you can just hit me in the email section or drop your name in the comment section once the video is uploaded. Not during here, because I don't save the chats after they're done for the live chats. I only do it. I only have it to where you can put comments once the video is uploaded. So, yeah, she is wicked. And as I said, she's the main person. It's like she plotted everything and then she obsessed over her. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Robinson didn't obsess over her, but I feel like she almost obsessed over her just a little bit more, to be honest. And that kind of like, and I think that's why last night I said again, you know, we saw the Who Am I and the Queen of the World that looked like Vanessa. It's almost like she thought she was going to take her place by doing this or something. I don't know. Completely crazy. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Angela. Yeah, the autopsy report will give us the information on whether she was pregnant or not, for sure. But I don't know. I mean, even if she wasn't pregnant, I think there's a good possibility she thought she might have been. Oh, Robinson did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Robinson obsessed over her, and I think it was Cecily's idea with the money, and then it went kind of wrong, and then this whole obsession with the, you know, possibly having a relationship, the Empress energy, things like that, and that just kind of drove her nuts. I thought that too, Angela. I felt like her, Robinson, and Cecily, Robinson, and maybe or maybe they were like together while they split up or something for a short amount of time. I don't know, but I do feel like there was a small amount of time where they dated and there was a relationship with them. And I do think that's why Cecily reacted the way that she did towards Vanessa when she, because I mean, who the hell does that? You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I just hold on. Where's my romance angels ones? I'm gonna see if it'll tell us anything about a relationship. No, I know what you're saying, Jay. I'm gonna see if it'll tell us if there was any deception going on within a relationship that they lied, that is what they've been lying about. All right, so this is gonna be basically between Vanessa, and then we're gonna do Vanessa and Robinson, and then we're gonna do Robinson and Cecily. We'll call the archangels back in. Vanessa's in mine. Spirit guides and source to find out what was going on between Robinson and her, if there was any relationship at all, any type of loving relationship. Yeah, so there was a honeymoon moment for Vanessa and Robinson for just a little bit. Enjoy the bliss and the holiday together. So when they first met, they probably did. And then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this was just him expressing it to him. That's probably when they kind of talked a little bit. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. But I don't think she wanted to. So I think that's why those cards are coming out that way. So now let's do Cecily and Robinson, and then we'll do Cecily and what her obsession with Vanessa was. Because, again, I do feel she was highly obsessed with Vanessa for whatever reason. So let's do Cecily, Robinson. Cecily and Robinson. She didn't have very many cards come out for them, too. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So they did, she did want an open relationship. So I think she did ask him to bring, or at least flirt with Vanessa, because it says flirt. So I think she did ask him to do that. Forgiving and learning. So she did say a post about that, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm going to pull it up. She made a post about forgiving. So it says, forgiving and learning as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in present moments. So that is what she was trying to do. So she made a post about a picture, and it exactly says that pretty much. This is what she posted. This was on December 28th, but she reposted it on June 2nd of this year. As you can see in the corner here. So but it basically says your soulmate is a person who mends your broken heart. And they're sewing their heart back in. So that, and they said if you look at her Instagram, there are very many ominous pictures like that. All right. Yeah, but they would still be in jail even if they did help, because they would be accessories, improper disposal of a human body. I mean, they did dismember her and they did move her numerous times. They lied about where she was, her whereabouts. I mean, I know that Aguilar admitted it later, but we're going to see how Cecily is feeling about Vanessa. Again, she's feeling flirt. Chemistry. Honeymoon again. It's the same feeling that Aguilar or Robinson had with her. So yeah, she wanted to flirt with her in the honeymoon stage. She was attracted to her, so she extended her lighthearted energy to her. And she wanted her boyfriend to do the same, which he did. Robinson enjoyed the bliss of the holidays together. So enjoy the beginning of the relationship, if there was any. I don't think it was long lasting. I don't think it really happened that much. But I think she tried to make it happen. She tried to bring chemistry in. And she told her that there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I think she tried to make her feel as if there was, but there wasn't. And so that's what Vanessa was trying to express. There was not an attraction. So do you have any questions about those romance cards? And what they got come out in them? Sorry, I'm trying to close it, but it's not closing. I want to bend the cards. That's why I said I felt a heavy female energy, but it's like the female energy wasn't really there. And she wasn't there when it happened. He was, and so was Cobb. She came later, and she did the dirtiest of work. It's like she wanted to do that. Because what woman, I mean, what person in general, but, you know, I mean, to do that to somebody else, there's something seriously wrong with you. So, let's see. We're going to go ahead and light off the Avalonian shell and send off the messages to her and her loved ones. Anybody else that needs it. So if y'all have anybody in y'all's prayers or thoughts that y'all would like to send off any positive energy to, this would be the time. And we're going to do the singing bowl, and then we'll be ending it, y'all. So again, thank y'all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I said if y'all can hit the like button and the subscribe bar on y'all's way in or out as y'all come in or go out, I would greatly appreciate that as well. It'll let you know when we go live in the future. And it'll also let you know when we do readings like this in the future. And then when we have specials in the future during live time. So, and then it will also let you know when I upload videos in the future that have to do with crime cases, Greek mythology, autism. I upload a lot of different things. So we have all of those in our playlist. So I didn't see that, Jay, but you know what's funny is I thought about that. I didn't see that, but I thought about that. So I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something else I need to do before. Oh, the singing bell. Or ball. Ball. Singing bowl. It's not a bell or a ball. It's a bowl. But I got a glass ball. Someone sent me a glass ball as a gift. Which I don't know if I showed y'all or not, but isn't it cool? I mean, it's on a metal stand, a gold stand. But it's used for meditation and things like that. So whenever I do readings and things, it helps a lot. And actually, it really does. It's pretty cool. I never really thought they worked, but they do. They work really well. And again, that's from the Etsy shop that we've been using from Gems Inspire Us. And that's going to be the singing bowl for Vanessa and to help bring in any positive energy for her. And I would have to agree with you, Angela. I do think that as well. I do think there was something going on and it just happened to be, it went wrong. That's all. So, again, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And if y'all have any other questions before I get ready to sign out, just let me know. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, there was many possibilities. But the problem is the girl already put in the affidavit that what she did, live every second. She's, even though, of course, she could have lied, but the stuff she said, I don't really think she would have lied about. If anything, I would have picked something else to say. I wouldn't have said I hacked somebody up with a machete or something like that, or a hatchet and buried them into a shallow grave. So my connection dropped, so I will be signing out anyways, because we are going on an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to check it real quick, see what y'all got to say, and then I will click the off button. Yeah, I hope so too, Jay. I hope it wasn't, but unfortunately, there's something about her meeting him in that room at the time she did and the attire she did and being comfortable enough to do it. And then Cecily, I feel like Cecily was obsessed with her. I do. I don't know what it is. Exactly. Whatever's done in the dark will come to light. And right now they're so screwed over there for lying that everything's going to come to light. Pretty much everything. So, I want to thank y'all, everybody who showed up, who has of all knowledge of Fort Hood or anything else that's going on in this situation. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, and we will be doing more cases on the people in Fort Hood, like Gregory Morales, I believe it was, things like that. So we will find out what is going on there. If I have to do just readings on just what is going on in Fort Hood, then we will do that as well. So good night to everybody. Thank you. Thank you to all the mods. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you to everybody else for joining us and the members, and there's everybody else in general. Like I said, I just want to send Vanessa's family positive energy and vibes and loving energy and vibes. And then screw the other three because they started it. So, I mean, it's my opinion. But, y'all have a good night. Like I said, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye.